open to receiving a message. Stick around, see how this makes you feel. I'm going to pull some cards. We're just going to see what comes out. Let's see, what do we need to talk about? What do we need to bring our awareness to at this time collectively? Because we are hanging out together. What are we? We have the Five of Wands. What's going on? Let's talk about it. What's going on? You know what's funny? I just looked out the window and I felt like I saw something on the roof of a building over there, and then I looked again and I don't think there's anything there. But this Five of Wands is almost giving me this vibe of a little bit slight paranoia. Like I feel like there's something on the roof. Like I feel like there's something going on. Has a little bit slight paranoia vibes, but I'm going to get more context. Oof, what is going on? We have the Seven of Wands. Look at the imagery of these two cards. Paranoia. not unfounded, but possibly a little bit hyper vigilant. Doesn't seem unfounded, but let's keep going. We have the Six of Pentacles come out. It feels like we are hyper vigilant over things being equal. This could be in the workplace. This could be within a relationship. Just being like really testy, really like sensitive, really on edge because there's some sort of history that has proven things to be out of balance. And so now when something happens, we're immediately like ready to jump on whoever we're talking to, ready to jump to either someone's defense or our own defense. It just feels like we're like, there you go again. Sorry, jump scare. Ooh, jump scare. Yeah, King of Wands. We're really fired up. We are really fired up. What are we? Ten of Wands. I always have to do the dishes. What is going on? This energy is very like fired up. Very like, I have had it up to here. I've had it up to here. Sorry, it's bringing a song. And I think it's the No Doubt cover of It's My Life. No. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm just a girl who's coming up with the lyrics. I've had it up to here. But the video I was seeing was It's My Life. I don't know. My goodness, why are we... Okay, what we need to do... Listen. This energy's all over the place. Also, there's a woodpecker outside my window. I've been seeing it in the last couple days, but right now he's hanging out right there. This energy is all over the place, and you might feel all over the place right now. Like it feels like everywhere you turn. Oh my God, this energy is all over the place. Because the second I said that, my head goes in every time you look. I get this feeling. Na, 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 na. Okay, see what we need to do. This is what I tried to say like 30 seconds ago. What we need to do is pull back. We need to, because I started to say that, but then I thought also sometimes tension is important because tension brings things to the surface, right? We just had a very intense full moon. Things come to the surface through tension. Things get discussed, like especially when we typically try to keep the peace and we hold back on certain things, and then there's a moment of tension where all of a sudden everything is like, we're overstimulated, all of a sudden word vomit, everything's coming out, right? Those kinds of moments are really frustrating for all parties involved, but they can also be really necessary because it can bring things to the surface that we've been needing to talk about, that we've been needing to address. So don't feel bad if you are feeling like you're overstimulated and hypersensitive. Don't make yourself feel bad, and don't be like, I need to get it together. No, what you need to do is get it out. Of course, we want to try and do that in a productive way. So I would recommend trying to take a step back and taking a moment and collecting yourself and really digging deep of, why am I aggravated right now? What is coming up? Where is this coming from? What's the root cause of this? Okay? Because ultimately, what you want is to keep the peace. You want to have things be equal, have them be fair, but you're really, really fired up about it. And that really kind of makes it feel like it's all resting on your shoulders, and underneath that is the Five of Swords. And it will make you act out, or someone else might be acting out. You have to know how this fits in your life. But it might make you act out in a way where afterwards you feel kind of icky about it, okay? I know icky is such a professional word. Let's keep going. I still have that song in my head, Every Time We Touch, which is technically like it's like a dance love song, but it's still giving me like, it's giving me this feeling of like, every time we touch, I get this feeling like, get off of me. And we have the Four of Wands come out with the Five of Wands, which I think, no, it's the Six of Wands. I don't know why I said Four of Wands. Which just underlines for me, I was going to go somewhere else, but then therefore I think both things I was receiving are valid, because in my mind, I picked up the Four of Wands, and I was thinking, I feel like this has to do with a home situation. That's why I brought up washing the dishes, right? So it has something to do about cohabitation, like just being really close on top of one another. But since it is the Six of Wands, this is just underlining for me the fact that we do want to bring resolution to this. We want to bring this to people's attention, and we want to figure it out. The Six of Wands comes right after the Five of Wands, and it's bringing alignment to the chaos. So again, this needs to be addressed so that we can feel like we're being productive and we're actually like making headway in something, right? So it's for the good, even though it is irritating. Yes, we have the Seven of Wands, the Chariot with the Seven of Wands, which tells me that there is this motivation to move through this. We can move through this. We don't have to brush it under the rug. We can have a moment of dramatic tension, and we can move through it. We don't have to call it quits. We don't have to like throw the baby out with the bathwater. Yes, we have the Emperor come out with the Six of Pentacles. This is about control and power and equality within control and having a say and wanting to have a say. And this is about being like ruling. Look at his fist. I'm covering it. Ruling with determination and being like, we are going to figure this out, but you also can't force another person to show up, right? But you really want this to be equal, and it feels like you're fighting against something that is kind of like, it feels like an uphill battle, but I think you are getting so fired up that you won't even notice it's an uphill. Yeah, look at that. The King of Wands came out with the High Priestess. So this is something where intuitively you know you're being pushed to your limit, and we still have, you saw, I've been pulling cards, we still have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're being pushed to your limits, and it's okay. It's not a great feeling to be pushed to your limit, but it's okay to say, this is my limit. This is you setting boundaries. This is you setting boundaries, being like, hey, I'm cooperative, and I want things to be not just because the Emperor with this Six of Pentacles isn't giving me vibes of like, I want to decide what is fair. This is definitely giving me vibes of like, we all get a say, but in order for all of us to get a say, we all need to be invested, and we all need to communicate, and we all need to bring everything to the table. Let's get an oracle card, and then we'll roll dice. New beginnings, new moon, look at that. And patience at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, we are bringing some kind of resolution to a really kind of difficult conflict. But I think it's really important to remember that you cannot fix this on your own, right? I think you've been carrying a lot. You've been probably biting your tongue a lot. And there's something where you cannot fix this on your own. You need to bring this up. This needs to come up. So if it explodes and it's not a pretty scene, that sucks, but it's necessary. What do we got? We got the 6th house. I'm telling you, I was picking up work vibes. 6th house is your job. 6th house is your daily routines, dishes. 6th house is also your pets. I don't know if you're having an issue with a pet, but it's also your health. Okay, so this can be affecting your health because you're really kind of suppressing things at this point in time. We have the moon and we have Aquarius, which Aquarius energy is so this combination of like, hey, we want equity. We want things to be not just level. We want things to be equal opportunities for everyone. So whether that's in the workplace or again, whether that's at home with like tasks and cleaning, stuff like that. There's something here, whether that's in a relationship, you need to know. Do I need, let's close it out with one of these. Ooh, whoa. Treasure and portal. Interesting. And an offering. If you feel like you're having a hard time approaching this after it has blown up, I do feel like that blow up is necessary. After it has blown up, focus on the things that you do treasure about this relationship, this partnership, this business, this companionship. And then recognize, we have portal and new beginnings. Recognize that once everything is out on the table, everything has been addressed, we need to then release those things and move forward with the trust that we are beginning a new chapter in this. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. Remember what you treasure about this situation to begin with, and don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Thanks for hanging out. I hope it resonates.